Imagine sitting at the edge of a river. The water is still. Nothing moves. Then, in less than a second, something explodes from below. Jaws the size of a door slam shut with a force so massive your bones would turn to powder before your brain even registered the pain. Every animal on this list can do something like that, but only one holds the title of the single most powerful bite ever recorded in the animal kingdom. And when you find out which one it is, you will not see it coming. These are the 7 strongest bite forces ever measured, ranked, from terrifying to absolutely unthinkable. Most people write off the hyena, scavenger, laughing coward, the villain in every nature documentary. That reputation could not be more wrong. The spotted hyena produces a bite force of around 1,100 pounds per square inch, psi. That is enough to crush through thick bone that would stop a lion cold. While lions and leopards leave the skeleton behind, hyenas eat it. Bone marrow, skull, femur, all of it goes down. Their teeth are not sharp like a predator built for cutting. They are blunt, dense, engineered for compression, not slicing. One bite and a wildebeest femur, one of the hardest bones in Africa, cracks like a biscuit. Do not let the laugh fool you. This animal could bite through your arm like it was made of cardboard. Here is something most people never think about. Gorillas are herbivores. They eat leaves, bark, fruit, roots. So why does a gorilla need one of the most powerful bites on the planet? Because the food fights back. Tough bark, dense fibrous roots, hard-shelled fruits. To process that diet, a gorilla's jaw muscles have evolved to generate somewhere around 1,300 psi of bite force. Those muscles are so large they actually run all the way up the skull, which is why adult male gorillas have that distinctive bony crest on top of their heads. It is an anchor for jaw muscle. No meat, no killing, just raw mechanical power built entirely around vegetation. And those canines you see when they yawn, those are not for chewing plants. Those are weapons. Pair those teeth with 1,300 psi and a silverback gorilla is one of the last animals on Earth you want closing its mouth around anything you care about. Pound for pound, the jaguar has the strongest bite of any big cat on Earth. Not the lion, not the tiger. The jaguar. A large jaguar can generate around 1,500 psi, but the number alone does not tell the story. What matters is what it does with that force. Most big cats kill by clamping onto the throat, suffocation. The jaguar skips that step entirely. It bites straight through the skull, direct to the brain, one puncture through the top of the cranium, and the prey is dead before it understands what happened. That technique works on caimans, on armadillos with their armored shells, on sea turtles. The jaguar's skull is so wide and its jaw muscles so thick that it can generate a force concentrated into 2 points. Its canine teeth, strong enough to pierce bone like a nail gun. Efficient, silent. Absolutely lethal. People see a hippopotamus and they think slow, round, harmless. A big animal that eats grass and sits in rivers. They are the most dangerous large land animal in Africa. And this is why. A hippo's bite force sits at somewhere around 1,800 psi, but the number does not prepare you for what you are actually looking at when that mouth opens. The canine tusks can reach 50 centimeters long. The jaw itself can open to nearly 180 degrees. That mouth is not built for eating. Hippos are grazers. They eat grass at night with their lips. Those tusks, that force, that jaw, all of it exists purely for combat. Male hippos fight each other with their mouths like 2 living battering rams. Boats have been bitten in half. Crocodiles, ambush predators that fear almost nothing, will actively avoid a full-grown hippo. A single bite from one of these animals can fold a canoe like paper. Slow and harmless. Right. We are in record territory now. The saltwater crocodile, the largest reptile alive on Earth, produces a bite force of around 3,700 psi. That figure, recorded in scientific testing, is one of the highest ever measured for a living animal. For context, that is more than 3 times the bite force of a lion. The mechanics are almost unfair. The jaw-closing muscles in a crocodile are among the most powerful relative to body size of any animal ever studied. But here is the strange part. The muscles that open the jaw are surprisingly weak. A single person, in theory, can hold a crocodile's mouth shut with their bare hands. The problem is getting close enough to try. The saltwater crocodile has barely changed in 200 million years. It was here before the dinosaurs were gone. And looking at those jaws, it is not hard to understand why evolution decided nothing needed fixing. The great white shark generates a bite force of somewhere between 4,000 and 4,700 psi, depending on the individual. But here is what makes it genuinely different from everything else on this list. Every other animal bites with a fixed set of teeth. The great white has rows of them, stacked like a conveyor belt. When a tooth breaks, the next one rotates forward. An adult great white may cycle through thousands of teeth in a lifetime. Now combine that replacement system with serrated edges on every tooth, designed to saw through flesh, not just puncture it, and a jaw that can protrude outward away from the skull to get a cleaner grip on prey. That bite force, those teeth, that jaw mechanics, it is a system, engineered over 400 million years, refined until there was nothing left to improve. And yet, it is still not number one, gone for approximately 3.6 million years. And nothing alive today comes close. The Megalodon, a prehistoric shark that could reach lengths of 15 to 20 meters, is estimated to have produced a bite force of somewhere between 40,000 and 108,000 psi. Let that settle. 100,000 psi. Every animal on this list combined would not equal that number. Scientists have estimated this using the ratio between tooth size, skull reconstruction, and jaw muscle attachment points. Comparing the Megalodon's anatomy to living sharks and scaling up, it is not a precise measurement. It is a calculation, but even the conservative estimates are staggering. Its teeth alone were the size of a human hand. Its jaws could open wide enough to swallow a small car, and for millions of years it was the apex predator of every ocean on Earth. Something with a bite force that large. We would have known if it was still here, probably. So there it is, 7 animals. 7 bites that remind you the natural world operates on a scale of violence most of us will never fully understand. And at the top, an animal that has been extinct for millions of years, still holding the record, still unbeaten. As if nature itself built the ultimate weapon, decided nothing could top it, and retired the design. If you want to see more of the animal kingdom's most extreme and unexpected forces, subscribe. Every week we go deeper into the creatures most people never think about until it is too late. Next time, the most painful sting in the entire insect world. Scientists actually volunteered to be stung, so they could rank the pain. The results are not what you expect.